Tonight on GTTV, the latest scoop on the hottest new video games, including StarCraft 2, Transformers, War for Cybertron, and we hang out with the doctors from BioWare to get the latest on Mass Effect 2, Dragon Age, and what's next. Plus, our review of Battlefield Bad Company 2, a first look at Puzzle Quest 2, a never-before-seen trailer for Mafia 2, and the debut trailer for SOCOM 4. Put down your controller, GTTV starts right now. Hey guys, welcome to Game Trailers TV. I'm Jeff Keighley. This week here in Las Vegas at the DICE Summit, and joining me is the co-founder of Blizzard Entertainment, Frank. This is going to be a big year for Blizzard. You guys have StarCraft 2 launching and also World of Warcraft Cataclysm, but let's talk about StarCraft 2 because the closed beta just launched, right?
Yeah, it's a big deal. It's a really important part of the development cycle. Beta just went live. We got thousands of people that are participating. This is where, the development team has seen the game, most of the company has seen the game, and now it's our first chance to really get it in the hands of the fans so that we can really take some great feedback, iterate on it, and start working towards the level of quality that the fans expect.
Hell, it's about time.
They got three sides in the StarCraft universe, and you're doing something different with StarCraft 2, and that you're not letting people play through a campaign with all three sides, right?
Sure. In terms of the story mode element, we wanted to incorporate the storyline from the perspective of the three races, but what we found is that we had such a deep story to tell and so many elements to it that we really felt like we were selling it short by trying to cram the story all into one product. And so we thought, what if we just take the story and break it up into pieces and deliver that story across the original product in 2 expansions so that we can really get into the depth of the story that we want to. So, the first part of the story is played from the Terran perspective, Jim Raynor's perspective, and then we'll reveal more of it in the subsequent expansions.
Although the other 2 sides you will get to play in multiplayer, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. From a multiplayer experience on Battle.net, it'll be very full-featured.
So this is going to be a pretty big game, because I know when you first announced you were sort of splitting the game into 3, a lot of fans worried that it was going to be a shorter game. But StarCraft 2, just the Terran campaign, is bigger than even StarCraft 1. Right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we're really ambitious with what we want to do. It seems like we're always trying to one-up ourselves, and I don't think that anyone that plays through the story campaign for StarCraft 2 is going to feel like they were shortchanged by the experience.
Cavalry's arrived. Anyone still alive down there?
So the multiplayer beta is now live in this closed beta environment for a lot of fans. So there are people all around the world that are getting a chance to experience this game for the first time. That is usually a good sign that StarCraft 2 is nearing its release. So This is really the home stretch for you guys?
It really is. When we go into beta, that's when we're really looking to put the finishing touches on the experience. I know we still have a lot of work to do, but this is a really valuable point in the development cycle.
For fans that are watching this and say, hey, I'd love to be in the StarCraft 2 beta, is there any way for them to get in?
Yeah, so we've already released thousands of beta keys to fans that already had Battle.net accounts and opted in for beta. But we'll be releasing more waves of beta keys down the line. So anyone that wants to get in the StarCraft 2 beta, the best thing they can do is go up to the website and create a Battle.net account, make sure that they link at least one Blizzard product that they already own to that Battle.net account, and elect the option.
Rock and Roll Racing count?
Rock and Roll Racing, no, would not count. Good try.
EA returns to combat with its large-scale competitive shooter Battlefield Bad Company 2. There's also a single-player component where you follow Bravo 2 Squad around the globe as it attempts to track down a secret weapon the Russians are hoping to use to level the United States. It has its share of memorable scripted moments, but the hammy dialogue zaps any emotional attachment to the characters.
Jesus Christ, the guy is dead.
There's nothing here that you haven't done in many other shooters, and while it's fun, the real joy is had online. The 12-on-12 throwdowns across 12 different maps and 4 game types utilize a fleet of vehicles to help your soldiers cover the miles of virtual terrain without breaking a sweat. 4 classes, squad mechanics, leveling, and unlocks keep the play diverse, and the destructible environments mean that you have to keep your feet moving or pay the price. It doesn't reinvent the wheel, but you'll play it for weeks anyway. We give it a 9.1 out of 10.
After the break, we reveal the original story behind Transformers War for Cybertron. Test your brain as we preview Puzzle Quest 2, and later debut a brand new trailer for Mafia 2.
Autobots, roll out.
Hey guys, we're back on Game Trailers TV, and now we are turning our attention to the Transformers. No, don't tune out, because this is actually a good Transformers game. It's Transformers War for Cybertron, and I'm with Tej, who's the game director down at High Moon Studios. So Transformers games, let's get it out there, are usually not very good, right?
Well, there's a little bit of a history there, but I think this product is what people are going to be dying for. It's an awesome game.
Well, and it looks very cool. It's not based on the movies. It's sort of a prequel to a lot of the stuff we've seen, lately in the movies, right? This is set on Cybertron?
That's exactly true. This is all set on Cybertron, their homeworld, before they've ever even heard of Earth.
Why do you think is it so hard to make a great Transformers game?
I think what we worked with Hasbro on was kind of resetting their expectations of what a Transformer game should be, and so we focused on core fundamentals as the very, very first thing that we did. And from there, we built Transformers on top of it.
Yeah, because this game you had Optimus, like he's in the game, but he's like a hover vehicle, and I mean, it's different than sort of what you'd normally expect of him turning into a 18-wheeler truck, right?
Yeah, places that we started from were not necessarily where we ended up, because it was all coming back to had to feel right under your fingers. So we worked with Hasbro changing elements of it, but still staying true to what the license was to make sure it was a good game first.
The Decepticons will bring this world to order.
So this is a third-person action game, and why don't you sort of set up the story and what this game is all about?
It's really the two separate campaigns, play them in any order that you want to,
Right.
but the Decepticon campaign is a prequel to the Autobot campaign.
I see, and it's two separate campaigns. This is not just, you make choices throughout the game. It really is two separate single-player
That's correct. You're not traipsing over the same levels, you're not doing the same things. All brand new.
What is the goal? What's going on in Cybertron?
Well, both campaigns have very different kind of feels. I think the Decepticon campaign is, Megatron and his quest for power to rule Cybertron for his reasons. Honestly, he would tell you he's not the bad guy. He's doing what he thinks is right.
Yep.
So the things that I'm doing during the Decepticon campaign are gaining things for Megatron, and this includes gaining not just raw power, but individuals, certain characters.
Recruiting characters.
That's right.
Come to the Decepticon side.
So one of the ones I'm most excited about is Starscream, right? When we start off, Starscream is not a Decepticon, and over the course of the very first level in the Decepticon campaign, he ends up saying, you know what, I'm in. I want to be a Decepticon.
This is a necessary war to return us to glory.
You've also got, jet levels and whatnot in this game. So I think a lot of people are wondering, it's like, of course, you're going to have vehicle stuff, but you actually have flight levels too.
That's right. Well, I mentioned Starscream, of course, he's got to have levels that are his, but also on the Autobot side, there's some pretty popular guys, including Jetfire. He's got his own level.
Tell me about the Autobot campaign, because this is really the story of Optimus.
Right.
And when the campaign starts, he's not a Prime, right?
That's right. When you start out, everyone calls him Optimus. And when we finish the campaign, he is Optimus Prime. He has come into the full destiny that is the leader of the Autobots. But when we start, he's not the guy in charge. In fact, he doesn't even want to be.
Who's in charge?
Well, there's a character called Zeta Prime, and you'll find out about him and his backstory as you kind of move through and what happens to him.
The Autobots will never sacrifice freedom.
For many, Puzzle Quest has been known for its addictive quality. And now it seems Puzzle Quest 2 is ready to take that geology to the next level. With new characters, a new art style, and even a new isometric viewpoint, this latest addition to the series looks to have something fresh around every corner. Most notably, the mysterious Gauntlet Gem. This new gem, amongst others, pushes the puzzle action forward, offering more hard-hitting strategies that'll leave both you and your enemies poised for the next enigmatic encounter. Besides the new gems, the battles in Puzzle Quest 2 are in a familiar Puzzle Quest fashion. Although now you'll face new situational obstacles that will test your gem-turning twitches, such as banging down doors, picking locks, or putting out fires. In addition to facing new environmental hazards, you'll go up against a slew of new gem-munching monsters, from basic rats and skeletons to menacing anthropomorphic tigers. For more details and footage of Puzzle Quest 2, head over to GameTrailers.com.
Only the strongest survive in this breakneck battle to become a part of the gaming industry. Renowned designer David Jaffe returns to the panel of The Tester as 7 remaining competitors face their most physical challenge yet. Check out all of the episodes exclusively on PlayStation Network.
When we return, we roll out with new co-op multiplayer details for Transformers War for Cybertron. Become part of the family with an exclusive trailer for Mafia 2, and later hold the line with the debut trailer for SOCOM 4.